I think, we have some great snowmobile clubs. The Snowcrest Riders is a great club. They maintain the trails really well. We have the staging areas at Gull Lake Park, or Gull Lake Rotary Park. And I'll tell you, if you go by there, you know that our trails are well used, because there's a lot of overnight parking, people coming up from other areas to go snowmobiling. Our lakes are great to fish on. A lot of outdoors. Just this past weekend, we had the pond hockey tournament here. A lot of teams, a lot of fun, people out and about. So, if you come to Muskoka in the winter, it's cold. We're going to go through another deep freeze. You have to dress warm, but there's lots to do, and I think there's nothing better than when you're out and about, and you can hear that crisp on the when you're walking, the crispiness in your step. It's a great feeling, and I encourage everyone to get out and enjoy the winter. My husband and I do actually a lot of snowshoeing. We enjoy snowshoeing, and we have some property that we're able to go and make that fresh trail. So yeah, we do a lot of that, and walking. Unfortunately, this time of year we have unable to take our dogs because it's too cold, but that's what we spend a lot of time doing. Yeah, so Tony Clement was there doing a FedNor funding announcement, and the airport received $902,000 for an expansion at the airport. And there is a Muskoka refinishing at the airport that is looking to expand. And I think this is great news for Gravenhurst, and not only Gravenhurst, but all of the district receiving the money and having a business looking at expanding and creating potentially up to 25 jobs. So, we don't have a whole lot of opportunities to create jobs, and when we get some FedNor money, some money from the municipality, and some money from the developer, it makes good sense. So it was a good day for Muskoka, I believe. It's great. I think Tony has done wonders for Muskoka. He certainly supports us and goes to bat for us to get some of these funding dollars. But I think for the FedNor to believe, not only in Muskoka but in the airport, that there is potential there, that it needs to be growing and expanding. Compared to other airports, we're kind of behind the 8 ball. But with this money, and we are going to have some developable land, I could see good things happening out there. I don't know the exact year that the airport was given to the District of Muskoka to run, but it is in the municipality of Gravenhurst. So even though it looks like it's so close to Bryce, which is on Gravenhurst outer skirts, even the prison actually is in Gravenhurst as well. So yeah, it is in Gravenhurst, but Bracebridge certainly sees some benefits, but I believe that all of Muskoka sees the benefits from the Muskoka Airport. Budget, and this year it's I would say a little more difficult, only because we have some new staff and some new players, and we have a new treasurer that is working his way through the budget. Certainly not his first budget, but the first budget here in Gravenhurst, and we have some new staff people as well, and this will be their first budget presenting to council. So I wouldn't say we're behind the 8 ball timing, but it's taken staff longer to get everything together. So I think this year we're going to see a different concept of the budget being presented to council, and so on next week we are going to see the first round of the budget from staff at a high level. We'll have a couple weeks to go away and look at it, and then the first week in March, actually, we're going to be breaking it down. Staff will be coming department by department, presenting their department to staff, and where they're looking for potential increases, decreases in different line items in their budget. So it's certainly quite the process, and then the greater public will have an opportunity on Saturday, March 7th at 9 o'clock to come if you have any suggestions, any ideas, any ways you think we should be spending money differently. Certainly an opportunity to come and make your opinion known to council. So, and I do encourage everyone to, to take part of the budget, and if you're available to come and make comment, we'd love to hear from you on the 7th. I would say it's just that struggle of, being able to provide our same services or same service level, and, service is something that, I think is our priority, and then all the other things that different departments are looking for, trying to improve service or to bring extra programs, and that's sometimes where the increases come. And unfortunately, as a municipality, we don't have a lot of revenue generators, and the biggest way that we receive our revenue is through the tax levy, and that's certainly sometimes not an easy thing to do, to constantly be going out to the taxpayers, increasing taxes, and sometimes it's inevitable that has to happen, and usually the majority of the time just because of increase in costs, but certainly something that weighs hard, I know, on a lot of councillors. If you enjoy the outdoors and want to do a lot of different activities, I certainly invite everyone to come to the Gravenhurst Winter Carnival. A lot of great events for the family, and I don't think you'll be able to spend a cheaper time with your family. All you have to do is $5 adult for a button, and kids under 12, I think, are free. But a great opportunity to enjoy the winter. To pick one event that I like the most is hard. I can tell you on the Friday night they have the arm wrestling contest, and went a couple years ago for my first time to watch it, and I was quite impressed on some of the wrestling skills, the arm wrestling skills that were there. That I enjoyed watching that. Did not participate, but enjoyed watching. On Saturday, the radar runs at the park are quite amazing to watch as well. But to go out and watch the kids with the donut eating contest and the nail driving, I remember when my kids were were younger, and just as a parent to watch them and hit the nail 20 times to get it in, they think they're doing such a great job. But it's just really fun to see everyone having a great time. And then on the Sunday, by far, it's actually I think it's Saturday afternoon, the polar bear dip at Gull Lake Rotary Park, and love watching the faces as they hit that water. Again, something I love to watch but do not want to partake in the polar bear dip, and then the wreck-and race at Severn Bridge Fall Fair on the Sunday is also something fun to watch. So to pick one thing, I think there's just a number of great events that are put together by a wonderful bunch of volunteers that we have here in Gravenhurst working to make the carnival happen. So I would encourage everyone to get out and enjoy the day and the whole weekend. Every second Friday of the month, I have Mayor's Open Doors, which runs from 9 till noon. The next one will be March 13th, and no appointment is required. Just if there's something you want to come and talk about, anything and everything goes. If you want to come in and see me, would love the opportunity to speak with people. It's a great way for me to get to know my constituents, and whether it's good or bad or indifferent, I certainly welcome everyone. And again, the budget is certainly going to be part of the next big process happening at the municipality. And as well, we are in the process of recruitment for a new chief administrator officer. And the process has begun on that, and so that certainly be things to stay tuned for. But the process has begun, and hopefully sometime in May we will have a new CAO to move forward with. So if you want to stay tuned and know what's happening in your municipality, I would certainly encourage everyone to come to a council meetings, and they begin at 3 o'clock, and certainly everyone's welcome. I thank you all for listening and being a part. I think communications is something that we're certainly striving to improve. We can always improve on communications, and this is another way that we're trying to do that. And I hope you all enjoy the rest of your winter. Hopefully the spring is on the horizon, but let's hope so.